Hey guys, and welcome to 30 days. I don't know why I always do this. I'm like clapping because I'm excited. Let's go. Welcome to 30 days of building self-worth, self-appreciation. We are in day 28. That's right. We've been showing up for 28 days straight. Can we get a clap on that one? Amen to that. Okay, sometimes you gotta be your hype person, okay? You know what I'm saying? Building self-worth, hype it up, hype yourself up. If you're not in your corner, how do you expect anybody else to be, right? So today is really about, this is a huge one, and I'll share an actual best ways to build your self-worth, especially if you are at a really low point, or if you are just becoming so dwelling into an emotional state where you're just like feeling sorry for yourself, is to share your gifts with others. And this might sound a little bit contradictory because we're talking about self-appreciation. So the whole theme of the month is about the self. But what can also happen is if you have gifts and you are not sharing them, they are meant to be shared. And so if you're not sharing your gifts and your talents, you will become depressed. And it will break down your self-worth, because then it will steal your purpose. And it will steal your power, because you have no power unless you're actually moving forward. It's the same concept of procrastination, or if you're anxious. If you are not moving towards something, then you are moving backwards, or you're staying stuck, and you go in this downward spiral. So when you pour into other people without compromising yourself, this is where I want to make clear for you guys, is like when you are giving your gifts with the others and you're sharing yourself and you're sharing information, just like I come in here and I'm sharing information, I've already taken care of myself today. I've taken care of my clients. I've gotten my workouts in. I ate my meals. Like I got my grounding walks in. I did my meditation. So then now I'm coming here. I'm like, okay, cool. I still got some gas left in this machine, and I am going to pour life into you for like this one concept, and then I can go to bed feeling really good that I actually did what I said I was going to do, and I was able to add more value. And out of all segments in my life wheel right here, one of them is contribution to society. If you guys don't know, or if you have an unhealthy relationship around social media, I love social media because I use it as a way to contribute back, to pour life into you, if you ever buy from me or not, because this is my way of like pouring back. I mean, I hope you do. If you're thinking about coaching, hit me up. Like, I'm here for you. This is what we do. We can get results. Yes, honey. Okay, I digress. But when you are genuine and you're really looking for the good in other people, or you're pulling in the good, or you're building into somebody, that will come back tenfold. And I'll give you an example. So I was at a really low point. I have two examples because something actually happened today. But I was at a really low point in life, and one of the best ways that I got out of it, I'm talking about like really low, like suicidal low. And one of the best ways I got out of it is I started to just give back to others. And I would, if I was somewhere, if I was at a gas station, I would compliment somebody, like genuinely compliment, and look for the good in other people. Everything is a mirror. So when you are looking at somebody, or you're criticizing, or you're complaining, or you're judging, all of that is boomeranging back to you, just so you guys know. So if you think like you're like laughing at somebody else, or you're bullying somebody else, or you're talking smack about somebody else, you're really talking about yourself, and it only hurts you. So maybe that will like kind of get you to shake things up and change around a little bit. And so when you're actually starting to train your mind to look for the good in other people and genuinely mean it, you can't find one good thing, but you like somebody's shoelaces, and then you're like, man, I like those shoelaces. You are training your brain to look for something to appreciate within another human being. And that energetically is gonna boomerang back to you. People might not know what it is, but people are gonna be magnetized towards you, towards your energy, towards your frequency. You're gonna be invited in rooms where you're like, how did I get in this room? I don't know how I got invited here. How did I do that? Just because, but you're also gonna learn to like yourself. That heaviness, that like negativity is going to fatigue you. You wonder why you're always tired? think about what you're thinking about, pay attention to what you're thinking about. And so when you're looking for the good in others, you will feel fulfillment. You will then also start to look for the good in yourself, and you will feel people start to appreciate the good in you. Because here's one thing that people don't realize. Psychic attacks start with the thought. So if you are thinking negatively about somebody else, and even though you're not verbally saying it, people can feel your bad juju. They can feel it. They can feel like you are bad and no good. So you got to check that thought and you got to go cancel. But most importantly, you need to even do that with yourself. So one way to always make it simple is like, okay, what am I thinking about other people? Because if I'm thinking about other people like that, that's also just a reflection of how I'm truly thinking about and treating about myself. And so start to train yourself to look for the good in other people, even if it's like somebody's shoelace or somebody's nail polish, or like, I don't know, maybe like this little straggler to the side. It's like giving like cute vibes over here. So, look for that. And then in your lowest moments, share your gifts with other people. What are some things that you're really gifted at that, for me, it's just building into people. I make people feel really, really good. I mean, of course, with skills and coaching, like I also give practical ways of teaching people how to be self-sufficient and how to like really take care of themselves mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. But when you're around me, I'm going to make your life better. And that I guarantee. You're going to be around me and you're going to feel lighter. You're just going to feel good. You're going to feel warmth. You're going to feel accepted. You're going to feel safe. You're going to feel appreciated, because these are all the things I've created within myself. And so those are just some of my gifts. I've always been somebody that, I remember since I was in second grade, there was a girl in school that was rejected from everybody. And since second grade, I went up to her and I was like, I'll be your friend. Everybody else shamed her. Nobody wanted to be near her. And I saw that. And at a young age, I've always had the gift of allowing people to feel accepted. And what are some of your gifts? What are some of the things that just come really natural to you that maybe you're not sharing enough of? And those are the things, remember, gifts are designed to be given. And when you are not sharing your gifts, you will not feel joy. You will not feel fulfillment, because those are gifts that God has intentionally, specifically planted inside of you that makes you authentically unique. And so start to think of ways of which things just come natural to you and you can share them with other people. And these are things that are going to allow you to feel more like yourself, even if you've never felt like yourself or you don't even think you know yourself. It all starts with the micro stuff that leads to the bigger and to the macro stuff. And so I highly encourage maybe just to make a list of a few things that just come natural to you, or ask people around you that are like, hey, what are some things that you really appreciate about me that you think is a little bit different? Or what are some of the things that just ask people, like, what is it if you can't think of anything? And something I always get is you just like, thank you for your kindness. And before I was like, I feel like it was a weakness, but it's really a strength, because think about how many people truly are kind, and what does kindness mean? And all these things can just be like, just like look it up, see what it is that makes you authentic. And authenticity is just staying true to who you really want to be and what comes natural to you. So what are some of the things that come natural to you? I have a friend that like research is natural for her. And so I'm like, hey girl, I need help. I know your strengths. And she's generous. And so we just help each other in that way, because like we appreciate the natural gifts that I'm like, that's not natural for me. And I appreciate it and I call it out and I recognize it. And so sometimes when you can see the light in somebody else and you can see somebody else's strengths, and just by even like saying that out loud to let people know that you appreciate something unique about them. Also, boomerangs back to you. I just really like the word boomerang. I need to get a boomerang. Do they still sell boomerangs? Hold on, thoughts are going somewhere else. Okay. But anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed tonight. Share this if you found value in it. If you also, of course, apply it. Put every single day's lesson into application, which is tremendously going to help you. It's going to serve you. It's also going to serve the people around you, because, you know, when you are feeling good, when you are feeling amazing, then people get to receive the best of you versus a, you know, dysregulated, nasty version of you, or like a half-ass, sloppy version of you. You know, like, allow people to experience the best of you. But first you have to experience that. And there's certain techniques that you got to be putting into place. All right, you guys, this was awesome. We had a good time. Share this. Comment below your biggest takeaway. I'm going to send this inside of the email. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you integrate the information that we are doing, and drop a comment below. If you're watching the replay, #replay, and also drop a comment below on your greatest takeaway from today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Bye. Get out of here. And then I'll get out of here.